welcome back to the Bodcast. It is episode 190, and I'm joined here by my wife.
Sorry, what? No, when you say your lovely wife, you pause long enough that you're like, she's not lovely at the moment, but I can't think of a word to say otherwise.
I was thinking sickly wife.
I'm not sickly, I'm just sick. I've got a cold.
Just sick, yeah.
But
sicky also isn't the word, so I'm not sure what the word is.
I'm still lovely though, just so you know.
Okay.
I'm just
you say so.
maybe lovely from a distance, so you don't get it.
Okay. You're lovely from a distance.
Yeah, that sounds like you've got a face for radio. Oh dear. Yeah, you're lovely from the back, where I can't see you too much.
Yeah, like a Lego set.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Marketing photos for Lego, they're always looking at the back so intently, like they're having the best time of their lives. Mm. Yeah, it's weird.
So, I don't really know what we're talking about today.
No, I think we will discuss as much as we can the recent reveal of the sunflowers.
Recent reveal.
Just because I feel like I've got things to say about it.
Okay.
But then if we run out of stuff to say about it, we can look at some random sets, because we haven't done that in a while.
That's true.
And we enjoyed doing that. So,
yes.
Right. Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers. He did the Starry Night as well, right? Are they just all doing all of his stuff?
Yeah, every single one.
They're just going to recreate all of his art creations. Yeah. Okay. Now, you've seen it, right?
I have seen it.
I'm guessing people have seen it. I think it's not a bad representation of the original design.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It looks pretty much like the thing, but in Lego. I don't care for the colour of the yellow. It's just mustardy and gross. Yeah. But I don't think that's Lego's fault. I think that's Van Gogh's fault. It's Gogh, isn't it?
Is it Van Gogh?
I say Gogh.
Van Gogh.
He's not Welsh. Is he Welsh? No.
Van Gogh.
I think, I think it was ugly in that, and it's ugly in the Lego set. The colour, I don't know. I like sunflowers. I prefer daffodils.
Okay.
I think £170 to spend on a piece of art is not ridiculous. Unless that piece of art is Lego.
Okay.
To go and get a painting by an artist, £170 seems like something I would pay.
Right.
But it's Lego. And I don't really want to create a piece of art in Lego.
It's a bit static, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not a building. That's probably why I don't like it. I don't want to put Lego on my walls. I've done the Great Wave, and I enjoyed the process.
Right.
And I would quite like to put that on my wall.
Okay.
So why is this different?
I don't know. I would say it's not a great piece of art. I don't know. The sunflowers to me has never seemed the most amazing painting ever. It's quite a simplistic subject that doesn't seem to have any kind of nuance to it.
Yep. And
then doing it in Lego, it's not made it better.
No.
So, and I kind of, one of the things I think about it is that the sunflowers, they're quite a dull orange colour in the painting.
They're not even sunny looking.
And then when Lego have done it, they've kind of got the colour okay, but because it's made up of pieces, you've got extra shadows getting in there, and it makes it look more dull. So I just don't think
I want my art to brighten up my space. I don't want it to make it depressing and sad. The painting to me is kind of the same level of aesthetic as that dead centrepiece they made. The dried flowers. Yeah, the dried flowers. The dead things. Oh, let's just put some dead stuff on the side. Ooh, yay! It doesn't scream happy, joyful, admire me kind of vibes. But I think that the other difference is the Great Wave. I think that's got a bit more dynamism to it.
Yeah.
I love the word dynamism at the moment.
I know, you're going through a dynamic phase.
I am. But there's movement to it. It's a good picture in the first place.
I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the sunflowers. There's something.
They're famous sunflowers.
They're famous sunflowers. Yeah. All I can think of is the famous baby.
The famous booby.
The famous baby.
What famous baby?
Isn't that from Friends?
I don't know.
It's like a picture of the wall. Anyway.
Okay.
But so like, I don't know if there's something like from a technical point of view or something that makes it interesting from an art point of view.
The original.
Yeah.
I've no idea.
But as a scene, it's not exciting.
No. So we're criticising Van Gogh, not Lego here.
Well, kind of.
We're criticising Lego for choosing such a poor thing to imitate.
I don't know why sunflowers is famous.
They're famous sunflowers.
But if it's that there is something technical about it, and that's why.
What do you mean by technical? Like he used his own feces to make them.
Like
he ate specifically things to use.
No,
you're not. Okay.
I'm saying like whether it's the colour use or the brush strokes or something.
Right.
That.
Sorry, all I'm thinking about now is how that's an interesting thing to do, to like eat different things in order to get different colours of paint. And that's kind of grossing me out, but also kind of want to try it.
You're wrong.
Oh dear.
But so if it's something like that that's made it famous, if you then do it in Lego, you lose all of that.
Yeah.
And so all you're left with is some sunflowers. It's not an interesting composition.
No.
So I don't know whether it's, if you took something like The Scream,
yeah,
that's an interesting image. And
the image is interesting.
Yeah, and so if you do it in Lego and it looks roughly like the painting, then I think that would make a good set.
Yeah. But then you took the Mona Lisa, that wasn't a good set when they changed it.
They didn't make it look like the Mona Lisa was the problem. They made it look like Jimmy Carr.
It's true.
Also, the Mona Lisa is a really weird painting.
Why is the Mona Lisa a weird painting?
Do you know why the Mona Lisa is famous?
Because they don't know if she's looking at you or not. Is she smiling? No. Why is it famous? Is it
someone stole it.
Someone stole the painting.
Up until the point it was stolen,
no one cared.
No one cared. No one knew about it.
Did they get it back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, because it got so much publicity about being stolen that it was then kind of impossible to do anything with.
So nobody cared about it to start with.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So you just have to steal your own artwork to make it worth something. Make a big hoo-ha about it. So Lego did the Mona Lisa frame really well. I really like the frame. This frame is kind of boring, and the reveal that you see on Instagram of them showing the original, although it was labelled the original replica, which made me laugh because, it makes sense that it's not the original, but I don't feel like the term original replica is a thing. It's like an oxymoron, right?
Yes. No, it's the first replica then.
It's the original replica, yeah. But the frame on that is a lot more ornate, kind of like the Mona Lisa one that they did.
Right.
And so they've clearly got too many parts in the actual substance of the painting to have made the frame good.
Yeah.
And so that's lackluster as well. The price tag. I think that's my issue. So I liked The Great Wave because it was based on a good painting, but also I got it half price at Argos, like literally half off. And so that made it? So it was £90 originally, so I got it for $45.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like a bad price.
Nope.
And I did enjoy making it because at points you think this isn't going to be really solid enough to go on the wall, and then suddenly it was.
Right.
And I think it's because I just did it over watching the telly. We don't often do Lego sets off stream these days, so it was a nice relaxing thing to do. I was just building it because Leah wanted to take it into school because they were learning about the Great Wave. So £45, happy.
Yeah.
£90, probably wouldn't have bought it. £170 is vast.
Yes.
Now I was looking at the other art sets. So you've got all the Beatles ones and the Harry Potter ones and the Batman ones, and those are all about 104 to 115-ish.
Right.
And they're sort of Mickey and Minnie. They're like mosaics. Whereas the most comparable one I found price and kind of style is that Spider-Man one, you know, where he's sort of upside down and coming out of the picture. And I think maybe that's where the extra price is coming, because it's got that 3D depth to it.
Well, so
which I think the Sunflowers has, right?
Yes. So because essentially you're going to have a background and then you're going to have something over the top. So you've got multiple layers, and so therefore it's more pieces than just doing a mosaic.
So then that inflates the price.
Yes.
But still, £170.
So I guess if you are viewing it as you're buying this thing to go on your wall, the amount of pieces is irrelevant, isn't it? It's which one would you have on your wall?
Yeah, you're not buying it for the build experience. You're buying it for the longevity of a display piece.
Yes.
So
no, I think it's bigger than the Wave, isn't it?
Yes, it's definitely bigger than the Wave.
Considerably bigger. I don't know if that's an important thing. If you're buying paintings to go in your house, does size matter?
Size always matters.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, it does, because the bigger the painting, the more of a oomph you give.
You're not trying to cover up a hole in the wall, though, with your painting. So.
No, but if you're trying to make like a focal point of a room,
right.
If you've got a big wall, you want a big painting. If you've got a small wall, you probably don't want a big painting. Okay. So, like, size is important, but I'm not saying bigger is better. I'm saying size matters.
Okay.
So it's different. I just think...
So as a piece of art, does it justify the price tag?
No. It's just dull-looking sunflowers.
Yeah.
I think we just don't like it. The thing I do like, have you seen the make and take they're doing of it? I assume that's to coincide with it being released. Have you seen that?
I saw a very quick picture. I don't think I looked at it at all.
So I'm just going to look at the main one first again. It really doesn't look good. Look how much cuter that is than the actual thing.
Yeah.
It's like 8x8 plate, and the shaping of it, that, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's way more cool. I'm happy with just the free one.
The little make and take.
Yeah, that's £170 I saved.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll look a bit funny on the wall.
It's fine as long as the room is small enough. That's what we said.
But I mean, I could put that in my Lego City. It's like a painting on a wall. Maybe it's a bit too big for that.
Could work.
It could work.
Some pieces of art are quite big.
I just don't get it.
No.
But then we haven't been the biggest supporters of the art theme. Like modern art was
the modern art
horribly missed the mark.
The Mona Lisa just didn't look like the Mona Lisa.
I think the frame was a beautiful frame.
Yes.
I quite like the frame.
They said the Great Wave's good.
Yeah, I like the Great Wave. The mosaics, like I appreciate them, and I'd quite like to make some mosaics, but I think I'd rather make my own mosaics.
Yeah.
That are of things that are more important to me. Like, I don't care for Batman, I don't care for the Beatles that much. Yeah. Mickey and Minnie one, maybe, but Harry Potter ones, no. I quite like the little arts that they did, the Disney 100 one, with the sort of Bitmoji type pictures.
I wasn't keen on that.
I know, you didn't like it. But I think, did you not like it because it was like a annoying way of putting a minifigure in a set? Or did you just not like the set at all?
I just didn't really like
See, I bought the set because I wanted the minifig, but I also thought it would be fun with the girls to build the little images.
What about the Batman skyline?
Oh, yeah, that's art, isn't it?
How much is that?
I don't know if they class that as art.
I don't know.
Is it called Skyline?
Gotham skyline, maybe?
Gosh, £260. Oh, but that looks way more interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind that set.
That is bigger, it has a lot more.
Yeah, and if I cared about Batman, I would definitely want that. But, yeah, there's not been enough amazingness from the art line. The World Atlas, like, it's not art.
No.
It's just a poster, really.
Yeah.
I think maybe we're just not art people. The thing is, I am. Like, when I go places, I really appreciate looking at art. I enjoy like going to our local exhibitions and just standing and looking at the art. And I take the kids to them because I want them to sort of appreciate things. And I always want to buy something because I'm like, oh, this picture's got such a great movement in it, or the use of media is. I think I am an art person.
Yes.
I just don't like Lego art.
I just don't like the classics.
There was once I saw this really good painting, and I wish I knew who it was by, because from a distance it was one thing, but as you got up close it was lots of other things, and I just thought that was beautiful.
Okay.
But I was at an age where I was like, oh, that's really cool, and then don't take the card and never be able to see it. But I think about it all the time. I'm like, oh, I wish I knew who that was. But there's also one that does like typewriting. Then they draw pictures on a typewriter, just like with lots of letters and stuff. Makes big. Oh, that one's really beautiful, and such a cool concept. But yeah, Lego. It's just not an art thing.
No.
I don't like it.
One thing I find interesting.
Me, I'm interesting.
You are interesting, yeah. Is the 16 by 16 like plates, Technic plates
with the like, for the mosaics and things.
Which just the price of them just confuses me. Because like we've seen multiple times now, things have happened through the lug where they've been offered them through like lug support, project support and stuff like that. And yet it's still cheaper to buy them through Bricklink and other places.
I think Lego view those as quite an expensive piece. And I don't know if that's to discourage people
are buying lots of the art sets for the other pieces and so just have a load of those left over.
And that's why it's driving down. Yeah.
So is that a sign that people aren't buying the art sets for the art sets?
I mean, who really wants to have the same art on their walls as someone else?
Lots of people.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you not want your own art? Not like literally your own art, not the thing I was talking about earlier. But like things you've chosen that, like, look, people want an original, don't they? Like, this is only on my wall. Do you not value that?
But so what you're saying? So obviously, an original is difficult because
they're expensive.
They're expensive, and a lot of people that like artists who are starting out will sell prints of their work because they can't charge much. They have to make up for it in volume.
Yes.
So if you want something that is truly exclusive, it's going to cost a lot of money. But you can see it as this is your collection, and so it's your personal collection. Yeah. You're judging stuff, and in which case it might be that you really like the sunflowers for whatever reason. It has sentimental attachment, whatever.
Because you knew the famous sunflowers.
Because you knew the famous sunflowers. You know, maybe you still got one of them. I don't know.
They don't last.
So it's the great grandson of the famous sunflower.
Do plants have children?
They have offspring.
Would you refer to it as offspring?
Not normally, no.
Exactly. How do they the seeds? That's their offspring.
Yes,
yeah. Okay. Right.
So you might have it for that reason, and then it might be that you really like some other piece of art, and you have that for that reason. And so you might have a collection of different bits of art done in different mediums. That might be something that you collect.
Well, so you might have all the sunflower types. So
well, it might be that you have the sunflower done in Lego, and then you have the Scream done in Connects, and you have the Mona Lisa done as a marble run. I don't know.
I like the concept. Kind of I don't see how that would work, but okay.
But I kind of think if it's you've collected the Lego art sets and got that as a collection, it's not an interesting collection. It's not unique to you. It doesn't say anything about you.
Yeah, just says that you know how to follow instructions.
Yeah. You've not gone out and specifically chosen a piece of art because you like that art. It's there's not that many. You've just bought the ones that come out, kind of thing. So it's difficult to see people having a personal connection with their collection. A
personal connection with their collection.
Yeah.
That was an interesting thing to say.
I thought so.
So, I think maybe art is not for us.
No.
But that's okay. It's not for everyone.
Lego art is not for us.
Lego art is not for us.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to look at some random sets? Or do you...
Yeah, let's look at some random sets.
See if we can find some art ones.
But hang on, so if Lego did an art set, what would you want it to be?
Ooh, mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Like a fantasy... I like trees in... Normally like moody trees.
Moody trees?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of a moody tree. Some sort of fantasy level. Like, I don't know. Colourful. I like colour. Okay. 5 random sets, Ian.
5 random sets. And these are the first 5 we've seen.
Look, the first lot I didn't like. I hate F5. I think it's okay to do that.
Okay.
Don't call me out for my underhandedness.
Yeah.
Right, the first set we've got is 6144, the Duplo Zoo Train.
A zoo train.
Zoo Train, we're going to have a look at that in greater detail. So, it has a giraffe.
It does have a giraffe.
The Duplo giraffe is always good. I mean, that looks like standard Duplo train.
It is.
The fact that it's a zoo train is the fact that it's got a giraffe.
Yeah.
Is that literally the only animal? Wow, they were clutching at straws, weren't they?
It's a small zoo, but very tall.
Like, what if you go under a railway bridge? You need to contain that giraffe. Don't let him just wind his neck in. Come on. I mean, when was this out? Where was the zoo train?
2012.
Did you see the zoo train?
Yeah.
2012. And in the same year? No.
So there was a Duplo sub.
There was a zoo truck with a lion. Just a panda on its own.
The Zoo Friends.
Well, that's
is,
the year later.
Yeah. But the same sub theme. So in there you've got a polar bear and a penguin.
But like, the year after they had look at the zoo bus.
The zoo bus.
The zoo bus looks great. It's got a zebra bus. But it comes with an ostrich, a zebra and 2 lions.
Yeah.
Like, comparable size, price-wise. That was £25. The zoo train, it doesn't say how much it was. Why? Why? Value now, £14.
That's because it just comes with a giraffe.
Yeah. They really needed to go a bit heavier on the animals, I feel.
Yeah. Or on the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a standard engine.
And one thing.
One wagon which just has a giraffe in it.
And again, I feel like the height of the train is normally the height of the tunnels. You don't tend to... you don't put a roof box on a train.
It's true, you don't.
So having a giraffe that's twice the height of
the
thing seems dangerous for that poor giraffe. Okay, 30630, Aquadirt Racer. Lego Games, it says. So, is this 2K? Lego 2K. Given away in Partner Plaza at Nintendo Live in Seattle. Available with Lego 2K Drive Awesome Edition. What was Lego 2K Drive? Is it a racing game?
I assume so.
Yeah. I don't care for that.
No.
It doesn't even seem that exciting to me.
No.
Boring car. Boo hiss. Pet Shop. Modular.
Yeah.
This, I think, people will view as like the weakest modular.
Do you?
Yeah.
Weaker than the museum?
Oh. We haven't finished the museum. I'm still reserving judgment.
You think it can redeem itself?
No, I don't think it can. I think it's because you always saw people having multiple ones of these, but maybe that's just because this one works for multiple, because you've got a house.
Yeah.
And people change the pets to be beer and other words.
And I think then someone just do that on Rebrickable.
Yeah.
It's like, here's different words that you can do and how to do them.
Just change the inside. Or don't even change the inside. Just pretend. So I think maybe people had a lot of it, but I don't know. Isn't this the one where they've got an entire floor with nothing in because they're decorating?
Yes.
And that seems like a bit of a...
It's got a guy with a roller.
Yeah.
And a box.
And that's it.
Maybe a tin of paint? I don't know.
This was pre the faces as well, so these are the classic faces. I'm glad they didn't continue that forever. Because it's nice to have faces. But So at the point we got into Lego modulars, they had classic faces. Did everything have classic faces, or was it just the modulars? Like, at what point did they start making other faces?
Pirates was the first one, wasn't it, where they had non-standard faces because they started adding eye patches and moustaches, because you can't be a pirate without a moustache.
Do you have to have a moustache to be a pirate? I don't think you do.
No, you don't.
No. Eye patch, maybe.
Yeah. It's one or the other, though.
You can't have an eye patch and a moustache?
No, you can't have neither.
Oh. So it's not one or the other, it's one.
It's at least one.
Or.
But I think back when we got into the modulars, the classic face was a lot more common.
Yeah. So. The good old days, but not the good old days, because I don't find that exciting.
I like the pet shop. I think it's nice.
You like the pet shop? Okay. There are certain things in there that aren't stuck down, though, and I always find that annoying. Okay. In a Lego set, things need to be stuck down. Okay, 9335, Space and Airport set.
So this is an education set.
It's also got a tiny image that I can't really see, but it's got a variety of planes.
Yeah.
Mainly planes.
Oh, and a space shuttle.
Shuttles, a rocket-y thing.
A satellite. A lunar lander. A buggy.
So, this being in an educational set, what would you do with it? Are you just essentially educating them on how to build Lego sets?
I think you'd use it kind of... Obviously, the topic is flight.
Yeah.
So that's why you've got...
There's no birds.
There are no birds. So I don't know if that would be like... You would use these as examples?
Well,
talk about the differences.
Propeller plane.
Yeah.
Engine plane. And maybe a glider plane. I don't know. I don't think it's exciting.
No. And it doesn't say how much this costs, but
no.
I thought the education sets normally are
they tend to be quite expensive, yeah. It's got 1,176 pieces, so it doesn't really look like that much, but it is one of them. So maybe this is what you can build from the instructions, but there's also a lot more bricks to build several at a time, maybe, I don't know. Last one, Jasmine's Petite Tower.
Petite Tower.
Yeah, 41158. Not her large tower, her petite tower. So this was 2019, and they weren't joking when they said petite tower, did they? That's just a window. Oh look, it's a window.
Well, it's fully enclosed.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's like a clapperboard.
Look, she can stand in it. It's got a back wall. It's got a balcony. Therefore, practically a modular.
I mean, it's just like a little house for a minifigure.
Yes.
Or mini doll.
That's what a modular is, isn't it? A house for a minifigure.
Is that like... I like her top. She's got some detailing on her top. I'm going to have to go and look and see. Is that a unique thing to...
Well, what are you doing?
I'll go to Bricklink and look and see
Click on the set. Click on the parts. Do that.
Yeah, it appears in one set, but I want to just look at that torso piece, not...
Yeah, you should be able to do that as well.
Oh, I'm happier doing it in Bricklink. What was it? Petite modular.
Petite modular.
Petite tower. You made me say... Oh, so annoying. 41158. Just in that one. But then did her trousers get used in other things? Go with yes. Yeah, the trousers are in 3 different versions of her.
Right.
Let's have a look at the other versions. Oh, so that's not bad. This one, that's sort of the halfway point.
Yeah.
And then I think this one's my favourite one.
Yeah, I think that one's got much better detail.
Yeah. So the Petite Tower comes with a pretty decent mini doll that I now want, but I don't need.
No, you don't.
And also the Petite Tower is a bit lacking. Did they do other Petite Towers this year? 2019 Disney. Oh, look, did go. Yeah, look.
We did
Rapunzel's small tower. And again, has she got better detailing than... That's a decent amount of detailing, but I'm not sure it's that.
Looks familiar.
Yeah.
I mean, they did quite a small Ariel's castle, didn't they?
Yeah, but like...
It's not called Ariel's Little Castle.
Oh, look at the jog. That's Max, isn't it? Yeah, it's not called Ariel's Little Castle. But it's not a bad mini doll again. But it just seems to be Jasmine, and what's the other one?
Rapunzel.
But they did do this this set, which is the first time we got Tiana, 41162, and they did 3 at once.
Yes.
Do you think you could put the small towers in? I don't feel like they are compatible with that.
No.
Yeah, so they literally just did 2 that sort of match. How weird. I guess maybe the Elsa throne as well. But that's quite a small set.
Yeah, no, I'd say they're different. I mean, these small towers are definitely an
they're £9
enclosed thing. You can put the mini doll in and just close it up.
Do you think
As I said, they are modulars.
Maybe they just decided they wanted to do those 2 princesses, but they didn't want to put too much effort into them.
What was that?
One is Ocean Adventure.
Cinderella mini castle.
Oh yeah, mini castle.
That's not got the same kind of dollhouse
enclosed thing. And that was a poly bag, whereas the others I think were a set as such, £9. Yeah, they just seem like little habitats. But I hate it when they just do like a style for just a couple of the princesses and they don't do them for all. But I don't know.
It is what it is.
It is. I also find it weird. Do you know how they did their little glass dresses for the Disney princesses? And they seem to do like 4 of them. And then I'm sure they had another release after that they did none.
Right.
And then this year they brought out the one, which is essentially the exact same set, just a different princess. The spinning one. Which I'm glad they kind of did another dress. But I don't know why they didn't do it all at once. Why did they shift it? It's weird.
We will never know.
No, I know. Some of the decisions they make are confusing to me. Okay, so of the 5 random sets, which is your favourite, Ian? Pet Shop, right?
I mean, yeah.
They're not, it's not comparable.
Shop, yeah.
I think maybe Jasmine's Petite Tower is my favourite. I like the colouring. I really like the torso on the mini doll. And I do find the Pet Shop like one of the least exciting. Am I keeping you awake?
Sorry.
One of the least exciting modulars. So, yeah, I'm going Jasmine.
Okay.
Mine's a cheaper set.
That's unusual for you.
Yeah, I'm saving us some money. There you go.
We're not buying it.
If I found that torso on its own, in fact, I'm going to go add that torso to a Bricklink wish list. If it was a reasonable price, are you saying I wouldn't be allowed to purchase
it? You really want to, you can.
Cool.
But therefore you've not saved us any money.
In what way have I not saved us any money?
You're costing us money.
No.
Whereas we've already got the pet shop, so that can't cost us anything.
Whatever. Carry on.
So, anyway, if you disagree with this and really like the zoo train with its 1 giraffe, then let us know in a comment.
No, I think more likely is what we want to hear about is your thoughts on art sets.
Oh, yeah.
Not the zoo train.
Well, you know.
You can talk about the zoo train.
They're very similar.
No, they're not.
Yes. Any thoughts on the art sets? Kind of, are you interested in the sunflowers? Are you interested in having a Lego art collection? How would you curate it? What would you like to see next? Let us know all those exciting answers in the comments below. And we'll be back next week for another exciting episode of the podcast.
Bye.
Bye.